Hey there, today we're making our first tutorial video. I'm gonna be making a very simple runner game, similar to the one that you find on Google Chrome when your dinosaur jumping on over cactuses. We just gotta start somewhere, so I'm just making something very simple. And it's gonna be made in pure vanilla JavaScript. This is mainly a video for beginners, people who don't really know how to make games, but you need to know a little bit of coding, especially JavaScript. Before we get started, a little word about Game Studio. Please check it out at bignutsgames.com and follow us in all our social media like Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube. So let's get started. The editor of choice for me is Visual Studio Code. So I'm going to have a little hamster who's going to run. The idea is that the hamster is going to run through obstacles and avoiding cactuses. So maybe before I get started, perhaps it might be good to a little bit plan out. So the idea is that we have our little hamster. Here's our hamster, yeah. The idea is that we're just gonna have our little hamster here. Oh. So here we have our hamster, and then we're gonna have the ground somewhere. The obstacle is gonna come from the left, and the hamster is gonna run, like jump, jump, jump. Meanwhile, all the obstacles are gonna come, and the hamster just has to avoid them. Very simple game, but takes a little bit of work. And just randomly, we're just gonna keep creating trees, and then they're gonna move to the left. Okay, so that's the idea. We're gonna start with the code with index.html. So we need the boilerplate for this. We're gonna be having a canvas. The canvas is someplace where you use to for drawing. So I'm doing this so that I just make sure that everything is initialized before I start. And now I can get the context of the canvas. So canvas get context 2D. So just because I want to see something on the screen, let me start by just drawing something, okay? Field rect. I always like to start by just dumping something on the screen, just so I can see and make sure that it works. Field star. Is it field star? Oh. Star. Color star? I think it's field star. Oh, here you go. And nothing is appearing on the screen. Let me see. It was surprising actually. Let me quickly hop over here. Canvas is not defined. Okay, so canvas, yeah, it doesn't know where it is. Of course, I need to have an ID right here. Query selector. Canvas. So this is the syntax to grab the canvas. Oh, this red thing is really annoying me. I'm just gonna fix it. Oh, when I'm doing all this, I want everything to be clean. So, okay, let's keep going. Now I should be able to see something on the screen. Yeah, something red. That's all I wanted. Okay. So now that doesn't make a game. But in order to make a game, we need to have like some element that shows on the screen and that jumps, right? So for that, we're gonna define our hamster. Seems about right, maybe 200, 300. And then we're gonna have a loop that keeps showing the hamster. So for that, we're gonna make a loop. So until we have graphics, I'm still gonna just draw the rectangle. Maybe to make it a little bit more friendly, I'm gonna make a circle. Arc X, okay. X, hamster Y, radius 5. 0 math pi times 2 and 1. That's it. maybe orange, because hamsters are orange. And to keep the loop running constantly, I need to call request relation frame loop. See, this is how you keep the loop running. Let me see if that works. Jesus, never works when I try. Okay, let me see, arc. Okay, so I needed begin path and I think fill, right? Yeah. So now we have the thing. Let's just make sure that it's actually animating. So because we have a loop now, one fun trick that I like to do to see if something is animating is adding some kind of function, and then my random is the one that keeps changing constantly, so I can very easily check. One thing is that I think it needs to erase, so that's why it's always good to test. Here, rect. Alright, so at least we see that it's moving, so that's good. Okay, so now let's just make it jump. So whenever I press the space button, we're gonna have a jump action. So this is how I do it. Document add event listener, key down. Gonna call function jump. Jump. So for jumping, the hamster is gonna need some kind of dy value. So the dy is going to be 0 at first because it's just going to go straight. And then whenever we do jump, hamster dy equals. So when you go up, it's actually negative. So I have to do minus 100. So here we're going to modify the hamster dy. Maybe that's a bit too much. But also the hamster needs to be affected by gravity pulling it down. So hamster dy plus equals gravity, and gravity we're gonna set it here. Note I'm just making the numbers on the fly, and then once I see how it works, okay. So once I see how it works, I can adjust the numbers, but until then I just come up with numbers on the fly really. So another thing is that I don't want him to drop all the way down, so if y is smaller than I guess the initial state is 300, right? If it's bigger than 300, hamster y equals 300 and hamster dy equals 0. Okay, so let's see. It doesn't jump very high, okay. So let's make it 20. That's better. This will do for now, okay. I would like to draw perhaps something to indicate where the ground is. So ctx. So from 0 to 0, maybe 300. That's width. Maybe 20. So just like a little floor to show that yeah. And then for the fill style, we're gonna make it maybe green because it's grass, yes. Oh, that didn't work. Full style, fill style, okay. And then that's a little bit too high. I think I need to move it down a little bit. Yeah, the hamster is at 300, so it's like a circle. Let me see, 325. So let's make it at I guess 325. That should work, I think. Oh yeah, look at this. I'm already excited. So what's the next thing? We're gonna have little cactuses or maybe trees or whatever. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, for now we're just gonna have squares that are gonna come and then come after towards the hamster, and as they come, the hamster has to avoid them. So first we have to define the trees, and you can just name it whatever you want, you know. Later you can make it whatever, like a rock or whatever. But for now it's just gonna be some obstacle, or we call it trees. We're just gonna create one for now because we want to test. So the X, we can put it at, so the ground, here I'm just setting the ground, you know. I'm just, when I draw, I'm just gonna recalculate to make sure that this is correct. So now let's do the drawing part. So just to make clear, this is the movement part and this is the drawing part. The tree is gonna be the same color. I don't like it. Maybe I'll make it brown. This is the trunk of the tree. Here we're gonna draw multiple trees. So let's do for each loop to iterate through each tree. And then, so here tree y minus the height of the tree. Let's make it 100. The width of the tree maybe 20, 30. Okay. See how it looks. Nice, that's a pretty nice tree. And then that's, you know what, I shouldn't be able to jump, double jump. I think that, let me fix that quickly. Jump if hamster y smaller than 0, not 0. So let's define a variable for that, because otherwise I have to keep looking at it. Move it at the top. So what was it? Ground? Yeah, ground. So the ground is always at 300, okay? So yeah. Go back to the game. Okay, now I cannot double jump. So yeah, there's a tree right here, and then I want to make sure that I jump over it when it passes by. So we have to move the trees. You know what, I'm just gonna rearrange a little bit because logically movement comes before drawing. It makes a little bit more sense. And as far as drawing goes, I have to draw the ground first because that puts the ground kind of in the background. You know what? Let's reduce it a little bit. 20. Oh, clear rect has to be first. Yeah, so it kind of overlap a little bit. And then now the tree is gonna have to keep moving to the left. So we put that as part of our movement. So to move it to the left, we just change the x coordinates constantly. So let's move it by 10 maybe. Oh, that's pretty good space, yeah. Just for playing around with it, I'm gonna put the position at 800, and then let's try. Oops, nice. So just so that I can keep playing, I think once the tree reaches the end, we need to put it back. If tree x smaller than 30, then x equals 800. Nice. Ooh, I can do this all day. So now if we hit the tree, nothing happens, of course. One thing that I like to do is make it a little bit more random, because always 800 is gonna get very monotone. So you can add like a random number, maybe 500, and then it's not gonna appear right away. It's gonna appear at sometimes immediately, sometimes a little bit further, But no, that doesn't seem to be enough to make it random. Okay. And here I have to wait a little bit before it comes back. Or sometimes it comes back right away. See, I have to wait a little bit. It's not enough. Let's put 3000, there you go. Okay. So having one tree, maybe that's okay, but let's have a little bit more. Let's say in this game we have at most maybe 3 trees. I can't even put them like this because once they get past, the randomness is gonna put them in front somewhere. So let me see. Okay. Oh, see now although I guess do I need to make sure that the game is actually doable? Because sometimes those jumps are not very easy to make if they're too close together. Maybe I don't really care about that. Yeah, this is good enough. Should I go into graphics really? Yeah, let's have some graphics. Nice graphics. Okay, this is gonna be on nice graphics. So it's gonna be good because it's gonna be a little bit of insight of how to use Aseprite a little bit. Alright, so we're gonna draw a little hamster. Ah yeah, looks so cute. Looks pretty cute already, even though I don't have that much. I'm not drawing very carefully. Because I mean this is just a little demo, but you know, I'm sure artists out there, you can do something better for your game. I don't know about the tail. Do hamsters have tail? I've never seen tails on hamster, but yeah, every animal has tails, right? So what else does it need? I think the belly needs to be a little bit white, because I learned that the animals always have a white or light belly. See, that looks totally like a hamster. Let's animate it. So I'm just gonna move the feet, you know. It's gonna be a little bit stupid animation, but it's just for the sake of showing some animation. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a little bit jarring. Let's have something in between. Good enough. Good enough. Next, let's have a tree, right? Alright, I can draw a nice tree for you. Yeah, that's it, because the tree is not gonna be animated, right? Because it's just a tree. So I guess I have everything, and we're gonna export as a sprite sheet, because I would like to have yeah, I'd like to have a sprite sheet for this. Let's see, where does it end up to? Yeah, hamster.png, that's perfect. Okay, so now in here we're gonna be showing the hamster. Yeah, the place where we did the drawing, that's not gonna be an arc anymore, but okay. Okay, before I continue, so I'm doing all this into the HTML file, but I think it's better practice to put it into a JS file and then have the HTML file loaded. So I'm just gonna do that. Let's just index.js. You know, not gonna be too organized, but this is kind of like a minimum. Oh, there you go. Okay. So now when I select them and comment out, yeah, is correct. Because otherwise, in the HTML file, it does weird stuff. Where was I? Okay, so I was going to load the image, the answer.png. Well, actually, it's going to be all the images because this is a spreadsheet. So let's see. Okay, here we're going to be doing draw image. Let's just draw first and see what's going on. Oh, so that's not the right position. It's a little bit too big. The width 50, height 50. Okay, so it's right here. It doesn't look very good. Okay, so this is a spreadsheet, so it's showing all the images within the spreadsheet. So we want to like do a little bit of cropping. So in the beginning, I have to put all the source. So our image, it was 512 by 512, right? That was the source. Ah, a little bit better. It's a little bit too low. Don't know what happened there. I'm still wide. Minus 50. Yeah, that's about right. Maybe 60, that's better. Okay, no, actually 55. So one thing to note is that we want to animate it, right? Let's see. So what I like to do usually is make the frame dependent on the time. So this is what I do. Math for date now. Okay. And then here plus frame times 1212. So it's gonna keep changing the crop. Oh, that's not correct. Oh yeah, I changed the wrong one. This is the size. I need to change the X position. It's within the frame. Oh yeah, it's running, right? So cute. I want it to run a little bit more frantically. Yeah. Perfect. Now we can do the same for the tree. Where is the tree? Plus frame times oh, so I know the frame is 4, right? 0, 512, 512. So this is the source, and the destination 3x 3y minus 100. Maybe hopefully that works. I don't know. And size, the size I have to specify. I guess it is square, so yeah. Oh, maybe it's a little bit. It's not very tall. Let me see. No, that didn't work. Let me see. What am I doing wrong? The frame. I think it's actually a position 3, not 4. That's what's wrong. Okay, it's a little bit too high. Too high and too wide. 3 minus oh no, that's not very good looking. By the way, you know, like changing numbers like this a little bit randomly, that's not something you usually do. It's just because oh, it's hard. Okay, but now it would be nice to make it an actual game, because right now if you run into the trees, nothing really happens. First of all, I'm gonna do a counter, and then I'm doing the def condition last, because it requires some collision detection, so it's a bit complicated. So whenever we pass a tree, we can increase the score. Okay, let's do it. So what does it mean to pass a tree? Actually, it's a tree that passes someplace. If the tree x is smaller than hamster x, so it got a score. But we also need to mark that the tree is passed. And then when we put it over, the tree is not passed. Okay? So if the tree passes the hamster and it's not been passed yet, otherwise, you know, this keeps called over and over and we keep increasing the score, but so that's not what we want. Then we increase the score and then set the pass to true, and we need to update some score somewhere. Yeah, we need some place to put the score, right? So where's the score div? Because okay, so this, do we get that? Tree, okay, tree, because the first pass had 3 trees. Yeah, that works. So now, finally, the last part, which is the collision detection. When the tree passes the hamster needs to be high enough, otherwise it's counted as a loose condition. Yeah, so actually it's not really that hard. Let me see. If hamster y is smaller than, I guess, the height of the tree, right? So 200 to 170. Yeah, 170. Then we're okay. Else you lose, and then question restart. Oh, you lose. Okay. Location restart, location reload. Okay. Oh, I forgot that this keeps call over and over, and which is not good. I think we turn into some kind of crashing state. Game over equals false. So then true. Not game over equals true, I let you lose, and location reload. Alright, now we have an actual game. Oh! Good. Good. Yes, we have an actual game. Whoa! So the thing with alert, that's not very pretty. So let's just fix that, okay? So, I mean, that's kind of easy. Like, we have our game over condition. So we just say game over. When we are game over, then we stop moving things. If not, game over. Then we keep doing everything as normal. If we have a game over, I guess we're gonna keep the drawing part. But what can we do to make it show that it's a game over? Just make the hamster jiggle like crazy. I'm just gonna go here and yeah, here I can jiggle the hamster. Shake equals 0. So if game over, we're gonna shake like crazy. Otherwise, no. So the shake means just like we're gonna yeah, shake it. Press shake. Yeah, that's it. Press shake. I think there's gonna be why right here? I don't know. Shake. Yeah, if it's a game over, we need some randomness. Minus 50. Oh yeah, there you go. So yeah, the randomness shouldn't be here because otherwise it keeps shaking in diagonal. That's a little bit weird. Yeah. Whoa! And I guess if we press space, so one thing I like to do when I do game over is instead of true, I'm gonna set it to the time. Because when we press space, I don't want it to restart right away. I want to make sure like, okay, we see the game over for at least 1 second. But if we do see a game, if we do have a game over, if game over, if the time, since the game over is bigger than 2 seconds, we can start over. Otherwise, yeah, otherwise we can jump, right? Let's just play. Let's see how good I am at this game. It gets a little bit monotone. Should I maybe make it faster after a while? Oh, it's okay. Okay, let's just run into a tree for the sake of testing. Yeah! And press space. It start over. We now have a complete game! It's kind of fun actually. I mean, you know, this is like the basic game, you know, when you enter a game jam and you make a game like this, people are gonna say like, yeah, this is not very original. Maybe 2 seconds, that was a little bit too much for the game over delay. Yeah. Okay, so I guess we're done with this game. This was a very simple way of making a game using JavaScript. I'm just gonna use this as like a baseline, but hopefully like eventually we're gonna make a little bit better games than this. Or this guy's kind of fun. Could play this all day. Okay, let me fix some of the things that I don't like. So for instance, the trees, it seems to disappear before the end. Let's fix that. So I want to make sure that it's completely gone before reappearing. Very simple. Trees. Tree smaller than 100. I think the size is 100, right? Or 150. So if it's less than 150, then reappear again. Oh. Ah, I know why. It's supposed to be minus my 150. No wonder. Yeah, there you go. Now the tree is completely gone before it disappears. This is perfect. We have a game. So next video I'm gonna show how to package it to put this game on Steam, and we're gonna put it on Steam. We're gonna make lots of big bucks from it. Thank you for watching this video. I guess it didn't take too long, but I will share the lame source code with you, this whole damn mess. And yeah, I'll see you next video. Ciao.